discuss about complex permanent tissue. Okay, complex permanent tissue means they are permanent tissue, but it comprises of different types of cells. Okay, more than 2 types of cells. Maybe 2 or 3 or 4 types of cells are present in it. So, mainly these complex tissues are of 2, that is xylem as well as phloem. And the xylem as well as phloem, they together known as the conducting tissues of plant or vascular bundles or conducting tissues. Because both these cells, they mainly help in transportation in plants. Xylem, the main function, it helps to carry water and minerals from roots to upper part of plant body. On the other hand, phloem, they helps in the translocation of food, which is synthesized in the mesophyll cells of leaves and from leaves to other part of plant. So both these cells like xylem as well as phloem, they mainly forms the conducting tissues or transporting tissues. So first we will discuss about xylem. So xylem, the main function, that is conduction of water and minerals. So its first part, that is xylem vessels. First type of cell, that is xylem vessel. So xylem vessel means they are elongated cells. Okay, xylem vessels, they are elongated cells and open at both ends. Xylem vessels, they are elongated cells but open at both ends, and they form a continuous channel. Okay, and this is the figure showing vessel, and it is open at both the ends. It is open. Okay, it is open at both the ends, and due to these both open ends, they forms a continuous channel. Okay, so this continuous channel like that system, it is mainly concerned with the conduction of water as well as mineral. So the tracheids, that is the second element. So these tracheids, they also helps in the conduction of water as well as mineral. So both these together, xylem vessels as well as tracheids, they together helps in the conduction of water and minerals in plants. Okay, so xylem vessels as well as tracheids, xylem vessel and xylem tracheids, they both together helps in the conduction of water and minerals from roots to upper part of plant body. Then the third component, that is xylem fibers. They are small fibers present in the xylem. So these fibers, main function of these xylem fibers, they provide support or mechanical function. Or mainly they provide support to plant body. Mechanical function or support. Then the fourth component, that is xylem parenchyma, main function, that is storage. Main function, storage, as well as it helps in sideways conduction of water. So the four components of xylem. First one, that is xylem vessels. They are long tubular structure which having both ends are open, and due to that both open ends, they form a continuous channel, continuous network or continuous channel in the form of a continuous channel. So due to that particular feature, it mainly helps in the conduction of water as well as mineral. Along with the help of these tracheids, xylem vessels and tracheids, both helps in the conduction of water and minerals from roots to upper part of plant body. Clear? Then how does this transportation takes place? During the process of transpiration, okay, loss of water from plant body takes place, and when there is loss of water, then due to the loss of water from plant body, okay, inside the plant body there is a vacuum created. Okay, vacuum or empty space is created. Then when this empty space or when this vacuum is created, or a suction force, okay, transpirational pull or suction force is created, and to fill that vacuum space or to fill that space, the xylem vessel, which forms a continuous channel, continuous network of a channel, okay, so what will happen? The water from the remaining part or water from the adjacent cell, that will move to that empty space. Okay, so there is a continuous network or continuous column of water is created. So likewise, the transportation or conduction of water and minerals takes place in plant body. Then the xylem fibers main function, mechanical function as well as support. Then xylem parenchyma, storage as well as sideways conduction of water. And these are the three figures: tracheas, vessels as well as parenchyma cells. The second type of complex tissue, that is phloem. Second type of complex tissue, that is phloem. So, phloem consists of 4 different types of cells: sieve tubes, companion cells, phloem fibers and phloem parenchyma. Then these sieve tubes, they are small tubular structure, these sieve tubes. Then at the ends of these sieve tubes, they have a plate-like structure that is known as sieve plate. So sieve tube along with the sieve plate and companion cells. These two are the companion cells. These blue colored part, these are the companion cells. And the main function of companion cells, they help in sieve tubes. They help sieve tubes to carry out their function. And the third one, that is phloem fibers. Same as that is xylem fibers, they also mainly help in mechanical support as well as they provide support, mechanical function or support. Then phloem parenchyma, that is its main function, that also helps in the storage of food as well as sideways conduction, sideways transportation of food. Also they have seen sideways translocation or sideways transportation of food. 2 branches, okay. Sideways means 2 branches. So they help in transportation of food to different branches. Then the first, sieve tubes. The sieve tubes as well as companion cells both together helps in the transportation or translocation of food in plants. The sieve tubes, they do not have, or they are devoid of nucleus. That means they do not have nucleus. Sieve tubes are devoid of nucleus. That means they do not have nucleus. So they are devoid of nucleus. So how can it carry out the function of this translocation of food? With the help of companion cells. Okay, with the help of companion, look at the figure. Sieve tubes are located here and companion cells are located just near to or in association with these sieve tubes. Again sieve tube, then companion cell. So the companion cell which is having nucleus, okay, companion cell which have the nucleus, they helps or they assist these sieve tubes for conducting or for translocating the food. So companion cells, they mostly helps or they mostly assist the sieve tubes for the translocation of food. Though these sieve tubes, they are devoid of nucleus, they do not have nucleus. Mature sieve tubes, they are devoid of nucleus. But companion cells which possess nucleus, they accompany or they assist or they help the sieve tubes to translocate food to different parts of plant body. So food is synthesized in the mesophyll cells of leaves, and from that mesophyll cells of leaves, food that is entered to these sieve tubes as well as companion cells, they helps to carry this food from the leaves to different part of plant body, like upward direction as well as sideways direction. Now let's discuss about plant protective tissue. Okay, some protective tissues which are present in plant. So first one, that is epidermis. Epidermis means it is a protective tissue which is present in plant, as well as stomata and cork. So 3 main protective tissues. Epidermis means it is the outermost protective covering of plant. Okay, outermost protective covering. Okay, epidermis. And they have cuticle. Epidermis have cuticle protective covering, and cuticle that is made up of cutin. So epidermis, it is the outermost protective layer and it is made up of a substance known as cutin. But we can see that epidermis which contains cuticle. Okay, waxy protective covering Okay, waxy protective covering. That is cuticle. Waxy protective covering. That is cuticle, which is waterproof. So it is made up of a substance that is known as cutin. And the main function of this epidermis, it protects the plant from excessive heat or as well as cold, and also from the entry of microorganisms. Okay, it prevents the entry of microorganisms into plant body, as well as it protects the plant body from excessive heat or cold, mainly protection function. As well as it allows exchange of gas. How does it allow exchange of gas? The stomata which are present in the epidermis of leaves. So stomata means they are small pores or small openings. Stomata means they are small pores or small opening which are present on the epidermis of leaves. With small pores or small opening which present in the epidermis of leaves. So with the help of these stomata, plants can exchange water. Okay, that means loss of water, transpiration process, that is transpiration process, as well as the exchange of gas. So the main function of these stomata, that is it helps in exchange of gas as well as helps in transpiration process. And stomata, it is mainly protected by two kidney shaped guard cells. Okay, stomata. So suppose on stomata, it means two kidney shaped cells. Okay, stomata means it is two kidney shaped cell and two kidney shaped cell. This is the opening. This is the stomatal opening, and these are kidney shaped cell, that is known as guard cell. Guard cell and epidermal cells. Epidermal cells. Epidermis, outer protective covering, which forms the epidermis. Okay, so epidermis and guard cells, two kidney shaped structure, two kidney shaped cell which protect the kidney shaped cell which protect the stomatal pore. So this is the opening of stomatal pore, opening of stomatal pore, through which exchange of gas as well as the process of transpiration takes place. So stomata, that also forms a protective tissue in plant. Then the last one, that is called, that was outermost protective covering or tissue, which is mostly present in old stem and roots, in the old part of plant, old roots as well as old stems. Okay, old part of plant body. And main function, they prevent loss of water, that means transpiration, reduces the rate of transpiration, or they prevent the loss of water from plant body, as well as it prevent the entry of microorganisms into plant body. Okay, prevent entry of microorganisms as well as prevent loss of water from plant body. That means all these three mainly protective in function. That is why they are categorized in protective tissue, protective type. So first one, epidermis, outermost protective covering, and it consists of cuticle. It is a waxy substance. Okay, cuticle means it is a waxy substance, and it is made up of a substance that is known as waterproof. Waxy substance that is known as cutin. And main function, it prevents the entry of pathogen or microorganism, as well as it protects the plant body from excessive heat as well as cold. Then also epidermis helps in exchange of gas, because epidermis contain another part, that is stomata, which is known as the small pores which are present on the epidermis of leaves. And the main function of this stomata, that is it mainly helps in the exchange of gas as well as transpiration. And this stomata, it is protected by two kidney shaped cell, that is known as guard cell, and stomatal pore is present, and epidermis also, which covers the guard cells. Then the last one, that is pore, that is mostly present in old stem as well as roots, and main function, they prevents the loss of water as well as it prevents the entry of microorganisms. So like this way, the protective tissue mainly protective in function, okay, or mainly they helps to protect the plant body.